Hey guys, welcome back to the SFO Rise of the Rat Ikit Claw campaign. I know that I have been doing a lot of talking about the Hecleus Grand Strategy Overhaul mod recently, but never fear, I still really love SFO as well. I love having the options to be able to go back and forth between the two of them, or even some other overhauls as well, or even just the standard suite of mods that I used to use all the time. It's just, at this point, I know that there's a lot of complaining going on about this game right now, but I still think we have a lot of options for how we'd like to play our campaigns, enough to give the campaigns a little bit of diversity. Hopefully I can talk a little bit better than this. Anyway, so yeah, let's get back into it here. So SFO, again, I'm going to have to readjust because I have been playing so much Hecleus lately, but this is still a really fantastic overhaul. And it really, some people have asked, what's the biggest difference between SFO and the Hecleus Grand Strategy? I would say the Hecleus Grand Strategy overhaul is basically closer to vanilla. It basically takes like all of the vanilla mechanics and just turns them into a more challenging version of themselves, whereas SFO does do a lot of adding new units and new mechanics and things like that. It also then gives us the flexibility to use these SFO settings, which we've done to basically turn it into a longer, more challenging campaign for ourselves. So anyway, enough said about all that, but let's go ahead and get into the action here. We're going to start this episode out with a battle. I believe we should be able to finish off Fabiola Le Marchal here, and I think Ikit Claw could probably win this battle on his own, but there's no reason to not bring beatable in order to soak up some experience, except we actually don't have, never mind then, because we don't have the movement points to allow us to get close enough to join that battle. All right then, well, we're just going to have to do it all, with just Ikit Claw's army. Again, I don't think it's going to be a problem. We might do an ambush. Even if we don't, we've got pretty good weapon teams, limited numbers of them, but enough of them, I think, that we can win this. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it here. Yeah, decisive victory. Obviously, we could auto-resolve it. It's actually not an ambush. If it were an ambush, I would be No, I'm not going to auto-resolve it because I want to make sure that we get some action, some cinematic action in the video early on here. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and fight it. Nothing particularly special. I just need to make sure that we don't let the cavalry get into our back line. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much trouble. Speaking of SFO, I'm really quite surprised. I was checking the Steam Workshop page to see if the mod has been updated at all recently, because sometimes you have to. Here, I think I'm going to split my Giselles up a little bit. Well, not split them up. I'm going to get them aiming in different directions here. Anyway, so yeah, you have to check the Steam Workshop page because quite often you have to re-download. That Steam doesn't always work in terms of updating the download for you. So anyway, so I checked that out, and it hasn't been updated in going on a month, I guess I should say. And that surprises me. I mean, kudos to the team for keeping it stable for this long. I'm a little bit surprised by it, but presumably it's working just fine. So, all right, let's go ahead and get Ikit Claw. I think we'll get him up front. What I really want to do, actually, here, I'm going to thin out the lines a little bit here so that we have a field of fire with our rattling guns. So here, we'll get you here. You two more like this. You three get like this. Okay. What did I... Oh, my mistake. Okay. I meant to move a rattling gun there, and I moved a Warplock Giselle instead. Okay, so here, I tell you what, that works as well. That gives us an open field of fire for the Giselles. And you, here, let's try to do the same thing over here. Okay, and if they don't come at us right away, I'll be a little surprised. I think they will, but if they don't, we'll use magic to pull them in. Let's go ahead and get the show started here. A little bit of fighting, or a little bit of firing going on right away. I think I should be able to... Well, this is interesting. I'm not sure what they're planning over there. Should be able to get a summon, a menace below summon in when necessary, but right now... You know what I need to remember to do here is put everybody on guard mode. Okay.
Now you die!
You probably can now swing around. Alright, let's go ahead. Whoops. Nice going there, Michael. I took my eyes off him for one moment, and that was all it took. Get my rattling guns in trouble over here. And Ikit Claw. Let's go ahead and try to blast them. Nope, they're pulling out. Okay, go ahead and start intercepting. Come on, Michael. I need you now to charge in on them. You pull back. You shoot back there at her. Okay, how are we looking here? Got these rattling guns in a little bit of trouble. These rattling guns should be able to open fire. These rattling guns open fire. Come on, come on. What are you doing? Come on, guys. Okay, got another menace below coming up here in a second. We're going to need it right here. Okay, so pretty obviously it's not very effective using those Doom Flayers as interception troops. There we go. Now they're broken. Yeah, you stay on them. Get rid of them. Okay, over here. Let's go ahead and blast them, please. Blast them, please. Okay, fine. Don't disrupt their formation then. What are you guys doing? Shoot at them over there, right here. Let's get you shooting at them. You need to charge in over there. Oh, we're still fighting over here. Ah, they're behind us. My goodness, Michael.
I'm now ready.
Okay, I'm really not doing a great job here, but whatever, it's fine. I thought I told you. Actually, I did tell you to chase after them. Why did you stop? Oh, so aggravating. Alright, over here, how are we doing? Go ahead and chase them off. Come on, why are you not shooting? Over here, kill her. How are we doing over here? We've got them running away at least. You can... Never mind, that's not going to work at all. You get up there. What are they doing? That's weird. Okay, shoot them. You should be shooting at her. How are we doing? Are they shattered yet? No, they're not shattered. I need to get you over here into the fighting. You turn around and help out as well. Why are you moving forward? You're in guard mode. Oh my goodness! It's the stupid targeting. It sucks so bad. CA, fix your game. Okay, let's go ahead and get. Right there. That's good. Between the two of you, you should be able to get rid of them. Get right here. I need you to move up. I need you to move up. How are we doing over here? Got them taken care of. Right there, the Doomflayers, you need to come back. Right here, I do need you to actually be shooting. I know it's a challenge for you sometimes, but what we really need is to take out the enemy lord now. Make sure you are close enough to do that. Oh, the stupid... My goodness. Stupid mounted yeomen keep getting free. They keep recovering from being broken and getting back into our back line. I'll tell you what, they put up more of a fight here than I thought they would. But it's okay. We're going to go ahead and take a moment to try
Storm Demon, now!
to kill her. If it takes more than a minute, then I will just say, well, I'll do it on my own, and I'll meet everybody back at the post-battle screen, but I think we should be able to right here. There we go. Alright, I was about to say not the most elegant battle I've ever fought before, but then I remembered, oh yeah, this is the Skaven. Skaven don't really do elegant battles. It got a little bit chaotic, but quite frankly, that's sort of what happens with the Skaven. Okay, we got ourselves a Portents of Venomous Doom. Leadership -5. Well, that's cool. It's a permanent debuff to leadership. That works for me. We'll take it. Might be better off on a melee unit, though. Let's go ahead and take the treasury. And there goes that army. Audacious. Enemy killed in battle. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the relative faction strength and see just how she's doing, the Fey Enchantress that is, compared to us. I think she's probably... That army was not very strong. It probably didn't weaken her all that much, but... Well, we're... according to the number, we're weaker than she is, but actually, pretty obviously, the green is greater than the red now, so it updates this, but it doesn't update the numbers. That's fine. We'll go ahead and check our quick deals while I'm on the screen. Nothing going on there. So what we'll do with Ikit, I'm a little concerned about the attrition. We are bringing this down by 10 per turn. That's good. But for now, we're just going to have to go back into encampment stance. And you actually,
Warlock master of Scrap.
I don't see any reason to not just go ahead and go straight back into the settlement.
Mine, mine.
Can help with public order a little bit and also help with replenishment. And Ikit Claw, you do still have some movement remaining, so we'll start moving you this way.
Exosuit ready.
And we have Sheaf, who my intention is to use him more as a field agent. Okay. And then we have Anuj here. You are likewise
Council's voice.
inside the settlement. Did I do that for replenishment? Probably.
Scream, scream.
Do I even care about replenishment with this? With this lord, however? Not really. His target is Nuja down here. Oh no, I've already colonized it. What is... Oh, I must have been on my way back from Nuja. For some reason I had forgotten that I did that already. Okay. Well, this is good. So we'll go ahead and get that increased. We'll get this food supply increased. Nuja's leveling up to Bar is already level 3, and Magritta is level 3 as well. That's fine. Montanus, okay. So we really now have three full provinces, but only 6 settlements. Our food situation is okay, but not fantastic. We are generating food here. We probably need to continue to do that. We are switching over to control and corruption reduction. That's fine. I think that'll be all right. And then over here, we are switching to food production. I think that's fine as well. And we have a third mission here. What are these called? Quest objective, whatever. They're called objectives, yes. So anyway, we've got a third one to track, and Garrison Lord not moved. Oh yes, Toxide. What do I want to do with you? I don't desperately need you over here right now, but I'm going to leave you here anyway. You're very cheap. Vermis, you've already done your movement. Okay, I'm just going to leave him there for now. I don't like the idea of not having any lords over there. So we'll keep him there. We've got Slave Force we could do. Local recruitment capacity, control, fire resistance. I don't see the fire resistance as a real high priority. What do we need to do over here? We just need more money before we could unlock this. Campaign movement range plus 4% for armies in owned territory. If it wasn't just owned territory, that would be a higher priority. Okay, we've got... All of these are worth doing. I think... Character experience gain plus 5%. I'm just going to run through them from left to right, quite frankly. Since they're all kind of worth doing, and some of these are only a single turn. This one is one I need to get started, but it's 6 turns. I don't really want to spend 6 turns doing that one. Okay. And while I'm at it, let's check and see, do we have any chieftains that we can recruit yet? We don't have a single barracks built up to level 2, apparently. Okay, do we have a single barracks built to level 1? None here. None here. Interesting. And none here. Okay. Well, we're probably going to need to do that. We're going to start building some barracks, get them up to level 2, get some chieftains recruited. Now, we also have our 11 warp fuel, so plenty of warp fuel, but the food is not something that I want to spend right now in the Forbidden Workshop, so we'll go ahead and leave it like that for now. I've already checked my diplomacy. I think we've got plenty of money, but we already have 4 armies. I don't think I need to recruit anymore. We're just going to do all the heavy lifting right now with Ikit Claw's army, although you are only at 18. This would be nice to get a couple of more, to get a couple of chieftains in here, maybe. 4 turns. I don't want to wait 4 turns. I could do some global recruiting at 2 turns, but no. We're just going to, for now, go ahead and maybe recruit in. No, I'm not even going to recruit any Skaven slaves in there. It's fine. All right, let's end our turn. Excuse the cough, still lingering on. Okay, battle reinforcement time, population surplus, buildings constructed, money situation looking fine, food situation looking okay.
Science, sorcery.
What I need to do, I'm going to scout ahead. With Sheaf. Okay. Interesting. So, what this tells me... Well, it's a size 16 garrison. I was going to say, that tells me that this is vulnerable, but actually Ikit Claw's army by himself could not win that battle, I don't think. Well, could win it in a field battle. I would not want to try to fight it as an offensive walled city battle. Now, if we wanted to do raiding, let's go ahead and do that. We'll move up to here and do some raiding. Nice thing is we'll get a little bit of food and a little bit of replenishment out of it. Reduces our upkeep as well. I shouldn't say a little bit of food. That's 8 food. Holy cow. Okay. Can we afford to move the army out at this point? The chaos corruption is now low enough that we could move it out and not suffer attrition. Let's do it. I want to get them up here raiding as well, and then have the 2 armies moving collaboratively. This does mean our public order is going to start to decrease, however, but the provincial instability is going to go down, so pretty considerably. In fact, it's at -9 right now. So that'll be it, plus the whatchamacallit, the corruption. I'm not seeing any negatives due to the chaos corruption. That's surprising. I thought I would.
Channel fight chaos.
Huh, okay. Whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead and move you. If I decided to go into tunneling stance, you cannot get as far, so we'll move in this, in march stance. We are losing lots of Winds of Magic, unfortunately. And he is a Grey Seer, so that's not ideal. Next turn, I'll probably switch these guys over to control as well. One more turn with the food. And you can likewise move in march stance. Now we got 3 armies ready to go into Fey Enchantress Town, but 2 of the armies pretty daggone weak. Okay. I'm not thrilled by that public order, but I don't want to sit around doing nothing here. We're going to switch back to control right here. You are fine to stay on food generation. Nuja. One turn for Spice market, is there really any benefit to it though? We're not doing any trading at all. You know what we could do? This might be a good place to build our first clan pit. Single turn, and then the second level of it is going to be 2 turns. I can live with 2 turns. I was going to say I could switch over the commandment over to this, but although that is good for growth as well, but we would lose a little bit of public order. It's fine. We can actually, this is 3 turns, so I will level this up next turn as well. I think I can afford to. 1,500. Yeah, we should be all right. And then you are 2 turns away from being able to level up. We need almost 3,000 for that. Okay. Garrison Lord not moved. You are... When we look at Skaven Blade is really fine to look after himself, isn't he? Let's start taking a look at what we can do here. We could actually jump him all the way up there as well. That's pretty convenient. Now, Skaven Blade is starting to lose public order. It's not that big of a deal, but I may want to switch to growth. No, that's going to hurt our public order even more. I think we're going to leave it on food. Yeah, we'll leave it on food. Hero not moved. Okay, so this is our early warning system. It's now very important to make sure that we keep our early warning system active because we no longer have an army over here. Encountered Scrag. Building update, I'm not going to do that right now. Research available. Let's go ahead and do hit and run. Speed plus 10% for infantry units. That's always useful. And check our diplomacy. We're strength rank 81, which is pretty underwhelming, but Fey Enchantress is only 95. And also at war with Aranessa. Speaking of Aranessa... Ooh. Holy cow, Aranessa is super weak. Really? Wow. Is that the Bretonnian faction down here? It must be. That's a bad sign. That means that they're probably going to come up this way to finish off Aranessa and then might very well declare war on us as well. We haven't met them yet. But you still have Sartosa, you still have Lucchini, Rafrafa, and Merigliano. So even though you have no armies, you still have your settlements. Alright, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay, Sylvania and Reichland at war with one another, and there's our barracks. Finally. So, what we're going to do, now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to put Ikit in ambush stance. 75%. We're going to move him a little closer here. Then we're going to take the 3 other armies, and all 3 of those are going to raid. But they look weak, right? Because they're just filled with Skaven slaves. So it's extremely possible that if Ikit Claw doesn't get pulled out of ambush stance, that they will send someone down this way to try to deal with these armies. Now, the question is, how far do we want to position ourselves here? What we want to be in a position where if this Esther here, if she comes down to attack us and then pulls Ikit Claw out of ambush stance, so ambush foiled, we don't want her to have enough movement to be able to get back up there. So we're going to actually pull back a little bit here with these three.
Scurry forward. That will
Pull you
work.
just a little bit more back, and you can take his place right there. So we've got all these armies now.
Scurry, move.
I mean, even though they're filled with Skaven slaves, it's unlikely that this army right there by themselves is going to attack, but there's almost definitely another army floating around that might come down. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. And meanwhile, Ikit Claw still getting a little bit of replenishment in ambush stance. And we're also getting 24 food out of the 3 raiding armies. A little bit of money, not really a ton, but that's fine. Now, the Bali, you, at this point, I'm going to turn off collect income because that public order is getting out of control. Speaking of which, control +6. Okay, right here, yeah, I'm going to switch you from food at this point. I'm going to go back and forth probably between control and food. But we're at 79%. I think with the 24 that we're getting from the raiding, there's a really good chance. Well. Okay, let's do this first. All of that's good. Now, we still have some money left. Now, I'm gonna leave you on food production for another turn. This way I know we'll get up into the 90-ish percentile or so, and that then would be a good time probably to start spending some food on the Forbidden Workshop. Burn through some of the warp fuel that we've got. And nothing to do. I could do something with our assassins here, 32%. I don't really see any value in that. I'll tell you what there's value in doing is scouting up this way. Maybe, just maybe, we'll find a second army. Okay, how about a second and third army? And there's the Fey Enchantress herself. Overall, not super strong. Not super strong. Can't really see what all's in that army. She's level 12. Meanwhile, Ikit Claw is only level 5, so we definitely need to do something about that. But big part of that is, for whatever reason, SFO has made some questionable decisions when it comes to the levels of the enemy, particularly when you're using the SFO settings here that reduce your experience gain. It's one of the few things about SFO that I really don't care for. I don't like that they start enemy lords at level 5. Probably doesn't apply to the legendary lords, but we all know the AI cheats to give legendary lords extra experience anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead, check diplomacy one more time. Pirates, okay, a trade agreement. Yeah, we'll do a trade agreement.
This best be quick.
I don't see why not. Since all my armies are committed to the other direction, I'm not too likely to declare war on Araness anytime soon. And now, get a little bit more money out of it. And what did I do with my... Yeah, I need to switch this back to control. Now that we're building both of these buildings in a single turn, I would be able to level you up next turn. I guess we'll do it for that. Alright, let's end our turn.
We talk instead of fight, kill, yes?
Okay, this is going to be a military access agreement offer. Yep, sure is. Let's counter offer and ask them for the 145, and then we'll do it. Okay, here we go. She is not coming down towards us. That's very interesting. Okay. So pretty. Toxide the Corrupted. While on a seek find mission, your minion lord discovers a relic of some kind which looks pretty and stinks of magic. He hasn't deigned it important to reveal this find to you yet. However, you only know about it due to a spy in his ranks, which shall be done. We could take money by feigning indifference, or we could get ourselves a Berserker sword, but lose 5 loyalty. I don't care that much about a Berserker sword. It's not that great of a weapon, so we'll feign indifference. Now, your lord reports interesting news. A subsection of Clan Scryer has been experimenting with boots. Okay, I know this one. That could potentially make the wearer fly. However, a major setback has frustrated the research project. Perhaps the inventors could be persuaded to work for you instead. We could spend 3,000 to get the rocket boots, which are nicer than the Berserker sword, but I don't really love the idea of spending 3,000 right now. We could kill them all to get the experience for Beatable, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Hit and run. Buildings constructed. We can now, finally, we can recruit. Some chieftains. Okay, here we go. Battle banner. Ooh, it's a permanent debuff to everybody within 50 meters. That's pretty good. That's all right. Okay, rat acrobatics. Melee attack, charge bonus, and charge defense versus large. Devoted chief, armor, leadership aura effect. Loyal Guardian is good. Oh, that's a plus 100% for Loyal Guardian. A plus 100% range, I should say. I do like Loyal Guardian, but this only increases the range of it. Let's go with... Well, I'll tell you what, the charge defense versus large would actually be quite good against Bretonia, wouldn't it? So we'll do that, and then we'll also go with... I think... Yeah, we'll take Alert Watchful. Okay. Recruit. And recruit. Okay. Now, our money situation is still fine. Do we have any magic items to give them? Yes. A Worm Slayer sword removes all bonus versus infantry. So you know what? This is a perfect sword to give to Mr. Rat Acrobatics here. So Cheerflesh, you are now the wielder of the Worm Slayer sword, but also I want to name you your name is now Cheerflesh. Your name is now let's call you Horse Killer. Horse Killer Cheerflesh. Okay. So that I know to use him as anti-large. Okay, and you're fine. You are going to scout ahead a little bit here.
I say move.
Still nothing, huh? Can we see? Yes, we can. No army there. Okay. Well, that's good.
March advance when ready.
Now, so here's the question. Ikit Claw?
My technocracy.
Did I not? I did not. I did not move him close enough to be able to attack this turn. That is unfortunate. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for another turn. It worked really well with the food, well enough that I can now change you over to control for a turn. Although that's not really important, is it? What if I change you over to this? This will be 60 growth. Control will drop again, but that's fine. We're still in a good spot for... It's the difference between, well, no. Yeah, it's the difference between plus 40 growth and plus 20 growth. Yeah, we can afford to drop a little bit lower, so we're going to go ahead and switch to that. Take a turn of growth. Now, Forbidden Workshop. Let's take a look. Do we want to do something with our Doom Flayers? Bonus versus infantry and charge bonus. We only have one of those, so I'm going to go with the rattling guns. Except I need level 2 Forbidden Workshop. Remind me, what do I need to get to level 2? I need to use a Doom rocket in battle. That's right. How could I forget? Okay, well, we might do that next turn. Doom rockets.
Explosions. Yes, yes.
4 of these, 4 of the warp fuel and 25 food. I could... Ooh. Construction time minus 20% for all buildings. That's pretty good. Winds of magic power reserve capacity plus 10. I didn't really remember if... Does SFO add these secondary effects on these upgrades, or have I just forgotten about them? Here we go. 100% chance to recover warp fuel after using a Doom rocket in battle. Hero action cost and success chance for Warlock engineers. Kill experiment field. Casualty replenishment rate after using a Doom rocket. Recruitment costs for Doom flares, warp lightning cannons, Doom wheels, and weapon team units. Research rate. Oh, hello. We have a winner. Yep, refined warp stone. So this is going to increase our research rate, which is really impactful since we're doing reduced replenishment in this campaign. Plus the 25% chance to build an extra Doom rocket in the Forbidden Workshop. Boom, done. Now, we still have 9. Our food, what's our food at now? Our food is back down to 79%. Yeah, we could maybe do one more upgrade here. Weapons teams, I've already done the rattling guns and the warplock Jazales. I don't have any warp grinders or warp fire throwers. I don't tend to use those very much, so now we are back to the Doom Flayers here.
Limbs will fly.
Speed and Vanguard deployment. Melee attack and weapon strength. That's good. Well, let's do this. Boom. Okay. So now our food situation down to 60%, but we are going to continue
Warp lightning.
with the plan and move a little closer this time. I think we'll go triangulation here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of triangulation. It affects all of our rattling guns and warplock Jazales. Then we have Medable, the Warlock Master. Let's get you... It's hard to say no to Ancient Cunning. Okay. So we're going to move Ikit Claw a little closer. Still want him to be at 75%. Oh, 100% right there.
Now, forward, now.
Let's just make sure that we're close enough to attack next turn. He's no longer replenishing.
I lead.
Let's just go ahead and
March. Move
keep
your
moving
tails.
you folks. Like so. Now I have a feeling the Fey Enchantress will come down to reinforce her capital. But we shall see. Getting good food. Public order is not exactly under control here, but... Oh, Michael. I needed to do this last turn. Okay. Now, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that, and we'll go ahead and spend the full money and allow the extra time to build it. It's fine. And you are going to... You know what? I'm going to leave you on food production for one more turn now since we spent so much. And you, I'm going to go ahead and level this up and then switch you over to food generation as well. Your public order is definitely a problem. We'll get everything fixed here soon.
Need promotion.
Everybody at this point. Nope, not everybody. Sheaf, you can still move. See if we can find that other army that moved away. And no. We can at least now see what's in her army. Let's start moving back. Okay. In fact, let's keep moving.
Scurry forward.
Research available. 2 turns for this, but we need it for this and this. Eventually we're going to want those, but they're not really a priority. But I did say I'm going to move left to right. So let's just see. Do we have... This is 1 turn. Fire resistance. I don't think Bretonia's got a whole lot of fire. This is 1 turn. Local recruitment capacity. Not a priority. Order. Yes. Actually, that's quite good. We'll take that. Okay. We'll check our diplomacy again. The Barrow Legion, okay. They are at war with Reichland, the Wood Elves, and Wissenland. So, not any reason really to
Go on then. Speak your
to
words.
not go ahead and be friendly with them for now. But by the time we get up there, if we wanted to go to war with them, I'm sure 10 turns will have passed by that point. Now, Grom the Paunch, looks like you are in trouble. So we'll try to get some money out of you before you get wrecked. Defensive Alliance, no thank you. You have no military. Okay. I think we're ready to go ahead and do another in turn then. What are you doing on time? Getting close to the end. If Ikit Claw does not get pulled out of ambush stance this turn, then that means we should be able to move up there and lay siege on our turn without them reinforcing, hopefully. If so, then we'll probably start the next episode with that battle, because that's going to be a big battle. Okay, well, there we go. That answers the question. Never got pulled out of ambush stance.
But not pesticides.
That's what happens when you're on 100%. Now, let's go ahead and take Sheaf again. Let's just make sure that we know...
Yes.
Can I see Brion? No, not yet.
Kill list.
Not yet. I bet you she's still there, but I just want to make sure.
Thief in the night.
There. Yep, okay. 2 armies there. And they can reach. They can get close enough to do a 3-way attack. I mean, an attack, well, 4 ways really. The garrison plus all of these armies. Okay. That's good to know. I cannot take on all of those armies at the same time. So what we're going to have to do is whittle them down 1 army at a time. Which basically means using 1 of these armies as bait. You can give your Plague Claw Catapult to Ikit Claw, as well as that Clan Rat Spears. Now, you're nothing but a bunch of Skaven slaves. They cannot reach in regular stance. They could reach in march stance. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to take Ikit Claw.
Test subjects.
Move him into the trees over here. 75%. I don't love that. 75% everywhere here. There's nowhere that we can go that's above 75%. It looks like that's too bad. We found the one spot down here where it's 100. That's okay. I can live with 75%. So we're going to go here. 75%. And then we're going to take you
Noble.
and use you as bait.
This way.
And hope that this army comes out. And meanwhile, the two of you, I don't think that army's going to attack you guys on its own. So you can just continue to be over here. You are not part of the bait. You look like you are strong enough to not be attacked. But this army could certainly come down here and attack Tockside. And if so, Ikit Claw will jump her.
What you ask is
Okay.
impossible.
Bill Bally, you've got things kind of under control here. Skaven Blight, yeah, we're back up to 79%. I'm now going to switch back over to control for one turn. We're not too far away, really, from being able to level up Skaven Blight even more. That'll be nice. We definitely need to build the weapon teams building here to increase our capacity. So that's going to be the next priority for Skaven Blight. And then down here, you are currently on food generation. I can switch you back to control now. Okay, and hero not moved. Click on the right thing there, Michael. Yeah, I'm not super fast, but unfortunately that's what happens when you've got 3 armies full of Skaven slaves and you're going up against 4 like actual legitimate armies. Even though they're not all 20 stacks, they're certainly stronger than Skaven slaves. So, yeah, you just got to be methodical and hope for some ambushes to whittle down their numbers. But I think we're set up now for the next stage of the campaign. I'm going to go ahead and leave Sheaf right there so that he can keep an eye on them. So hero doesn't have to move, and now we're back to this. Let's go with, is it time? I think we're going to go with abduct promising candidates because you have to do it to unlock virulent plans. Do I really need intensive training? I guess for one turn. It's worth doing it for one turn. Okay. All right. My voice is still a little shaky here, so I know it's... Well, let's do one more intern. But if there's any battles, I'm going to have to push them into the next episode because I'm kind of losing my voice here. So let's go ahead. I think I already did diplomacy, didn't I? Or was that last turn? I've been flying through the turns here. Okay, let's go ahead and do an intern. Well, it looks like Aranessa has had a chance to build her armies back up a little bit, so that's good. Okay, did it work? It worked. Ambush, decisive victory. I guess there's enough time to fight this battle, right? This is going to be a pretty quick one. If I auto-resolved it, she'd lose the whole army. If I don't auto-resolve it, she almost certainly will run away. But we're going to fight it anyway. And I know I said I was going to push it into the next episode, but this should not take very long. Actually, since we have such overwhelming numbers here, I don't see any problem with completely surrounding them. We do want to make sure we take out the mounted yeomen here first. That's the priority. They're the only things that could really do any damage to us, so we'll just protect with a couple of our spear units. And then The rest of you are going to be responsible for overwhelming their infantry.
Now, ready now.
And not letting them get away. Which way are they? This is the way that they escape. That's interesting. Usually the Lord is in the lead, but in this case, they'd have to turn around and go back the way they came. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. Here, in fact, we'll do that. And Ikit Claw, we want you to get on her. Okay. I don't think there's anything special that needs to be done. If the mounted yeomen come straight towards our rattling guns, that's what these guys are for. Not what I meant to do there, Michael. Nope. Just you two. Okay. That should work. Okay, so we're just going to send our infantry in right away. Yeah, we're absolutely shredding them as expected. Okay. Let's go ahead and get in on her.
Now, yes! Now, yes! It shall be done. Combat spears!
If they get away right there, that's fine. But if they come out of it, here, we'll shoot them. What? Hopefully they can shoot. Okay. Shredding. Okay, let's go ahead and pull. I think maybe just about everybody. Here, Ikit Claw, you can get in here. We've got everybody except for Esther there in bad shape. Ikit Claw will take them out here. Let's get all of you all now. Okay, that's bad. I do not want you blowing up my own troops. So all the spears go chasing that way. You guys as well. Okay. Now what we want is everybody to shoot at her. Ikit Claw, you as well, and Baldur. Okay, but my Plague Claw catapult, just this is ridiculous. Just stop firing. You are so worthless. It's unbelievable. You're blowing up my own troops way more than the enemy. And you guys are supposed to be over here. Why are... Oh, you accidentally bumped... I get it. You bumped into the enemy lord, so you decided that I must not have meant the orders that I gave you. Okay, there we go. The Jezzails are doing nice work here. You guys, come on. Slow her down. Slow her down. Don't let her go straight through. Ikit, can you do that by any chance?
Storm Demon! Now! Warplock Jezzails! March! Sorry, yes! Council's command!
You're doing it again. Oh my god. Stop firing. Why does it give me the yellow or the little orange cannot fire symbol at times when they really ought to be able to fire, but then when they're firing at a single entity completely surrounded by 3 of our infantry units, they've chosen, oh no, this is a good time for us to fire. Okay, you two should be able to shoot. Let's go ahead and pull you three out of the way now. The Giselles. Yeah, see that little orange symbol that obstructed right there. I do not understand. I mean, most of the time it makes sense, I suppose, when they can and can't, but it's not. There we go. That's all we needed. All right, well, that's what I meant when I said taking out one army at a time. And the good news is, depending on what happens with this army, let's see here. Do we want the replenishment? Actually, we might want that replenishment. That's pretty significant replenishment right there. For Ikit Claw's army that was not at 100 strength. Yeah, we'll take that. We don't desperately need that money. Okay, they are going to be able to retreat all the way back into the city, it looks like. Here's the question. What are these two armies going to do? I thought for sure... Oh, yeah. I thought for sure that the Fan Enchantress would come down here, but... guess not. Means that we're going to have to lay siege and attack in the same turn, which we'll do in the next episode. Okay, shiny scale stuff. While looting a minor lizardman commune, your lord finds a hidden door in the side of one of the pyramid temples. Inside is a brilliant sheet of metal carved with strange symbols. Your lord tries to stash it away, but too late as the item has already caught your ever-watchful eye. So we could get some chromatic armor, which is quite nice. I'm a big fan of the permanent abilities that don't require activation. Loyalty -3. We could certainly get away with that. Yeah, let's take it. I actually quite like that armor. Okay. Man-Thing Slave. Chromatic armor. Enemy killed in battle. Intensive training. Okay. Alright, well that's a nice high note to end this episode on. In the next episode, we will hopefully take tapped Castle Carcassonne here. Like I said, we're going to have to do it lay siege and attack all in one turn, because otherwise they could bring both of these armies down to reinforce in march stance and attack with this army and fight all of our armies with all of their armies, and that is absolutely not what we want. We do have, thankfully, Siege Attacker, so we should be able to do this. The question is, sack value of about 3,000. Would I want to occupy it? I guess it'll depend on how many casualties we take. This could be a battle. This could be a good time to use the nuke, the Doom Rocket. So I think what we'll do is we'll swing around here from this direction. The reason I want to attack from the southwest is because if I just sack it, I want to retreat in this direction and not over towards those armies over there. So, in fact, I don't see any reason to not just go ahead and do this now. Move to here. And then to here. We've got Valiant Defeat. Obviously, I'm not going to click on this right now, but we are going to continue siege.
This arms race, no contest.
Let's go ahead and bring all you young dudes in closer now. I hope I just, you know what, don't even worry about going into encampment stance. Just make sure that you're close enough first, and then, if you can, switch to encampment stance.
Scamper scurry. Our clan will rise. Run, fools.
And then we're going to move this assassin in to Ikit Claw's army.
The raging second, die.
Okay. What? I thought I had
Good.
2 warp fire throwers. No, I'm sorry, two warp fire catapults.
Master Engineer.
What happened to the second? I guess I didn't have one in his army? Really? Alright, anyway. Good thing I have it in there now. Now we're looking at a decisive victory. Obviously, I could auto-resolve it, but should be a fun battle. What am I talking about? It won't be fun at all. Well, it will be. It'll also be a nuisance in parts because of the pathfinding and the gate bugs and all that. But still, I do love a good siege battle, and we would suffer. We'll definitely suffer some major casualties, but quite frankly, I believe we should. If you're going to do a frontal assault on a very well protected enemy fortress without taking the time to build any siege equipment in the process. So anyway, we will go ahead and pick up here in the next episode, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. So I'll see you guys then.